Hello class! Let this video guide you in understanding our topic, factorial notation. At the end of the video, you will be able to illustrate factorial and you will be able to evaluate factorial notation. N factorial is the result in multiplying all positive integers less than or equal to n. So, gagamitin natin ang factorial notation if you want to express the product of n and all positive integers less than or equal to it. So, ginagamit natin itong symbol na to to illustrate factorial. So, we have n factorial is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 up to 3 times 2 times 1. Now, let's evaluate 1 factorial is equal to 1. 2 factorial is 2 times 1 and that is equal to 2. 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, kapag minultiply natin lahat yan, the answer is 120. So, 5 factorial is equal to 120. So, we have a special case that is 0 factorial is equal to 1. Let us rewrite 7 factorial with a factor of 4 factorial. So, una muna natin gagawin is we write 7 factorial as the product of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, mapapansin nyo class na dito sa ating nilista dito is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is equal to 4 factorial. So, we simply replace these numbers with 4 factorial. So, ang 7 factorial could be equal to 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. Now, magagamit natin itong ganitong concept in simplifying or evaluating other factorial notations. Let's take a look at the next example. Simplify 8 factorial over 6 factorial. So, what we need to do first is we write 8 factorial with a factor of 6 factorial tulad ng ginawa natin kanina. So, ang 8 factorial ay pwede natin isulat as 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Pero yung 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 ay pwede natin express as 6 factorial. So, 8 times 7 times 6 factorial na lang over 6 factorial. Now, pwede na nating i-cancel ang 6 factorial. So, ang naiwan na lang ay 8 times 7. So, multiply natin yung naiwang numbers. So, we have 8 factorial over 6 factorial is equal to 56. Let's have this example. Simplify 12 factorial over 9 factorial for factorial. So, dalawa na yung nasa ibaba natin, no? Okay, so what we need to do is we rewrite 12 factorial with a factor of 9 factorial o kaya with a factor of 4 factorial. Pero, syempre, para mas madali ang solution natin, we express or we write 12 factorial with a factor of 9 factorial para makancel natin siya agad. So, we have 12 factorial is 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 factorial. Then, yun nasa ilalim naman natin, we have 9 factorial times. Now, we are going to expand 4 factorial. Alam naman natin na ang 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, cancel natin si 9 factorial. So, ang naiwan na lang ay 12 times 11 times 10 over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, mula dito, pwede mo na siyang i-compute. Pero, pwede pa tayong mag-cancel para mas bumaba pa yung matirang values natin. Now, we have here 4 times 3 is equal to 12. So, pwede nating i-cancel ang 4 and 3 with 12. So, 11 times 10 na lang and then 2 times 1. Si 2 times 1 or 2 ay pwede nating i-cancel with 10. So, we have 10 divided by 2. So, maiwan sa atin ay 5. So, ano na lang ang naiwan? We have 11 times 5. So, 11 times 5 is 55. So, 12 factorial over 9 factorial 4 factorial is simply equal to 55. Of course, pwede kayong gumamit ng calculator to evaluate factorial notations. Okay, so let's say we have 10 factorial. So, using your scientific calculator, hanapin nyo lang yung n factorial o kaya yung x factorial. So, since ito ay nasa taas ng key, so para magamit mo siya, kailangan pindutin mo muna yung shift. Okay, so let's have 1, 0, shift, then yung factorial notation. So, we have 3,628,800. Let's try another one. We have 8 factorial plus 4 factorial. Ang kagandahan sa calculator, pwede na nating direct na i-calculate. So, pindutin natin ang 8, then shift, then factorial, plus 4, shift, factorial. So, equals 40,344. Lastly, let's have 8 factorial over 5 factorial for factorial. So, let's have 8, shift, factorial, divided by, so since dalawa na itong nandito natin, sa ibaba natin, no? 5 factorial, 4 factorial, huwag niyong kakalimutan lagyan ng open and close parenthesis. So, we have 5 factorial times 4 factorial, then equals. So, the answer is 14. Happy learning!